I've got a piece of African mahogany chucked up in the CNC. I don't have a lathe, I don't turn parts. I make a lot of things, but I don't make turn parts. So I'm going to use my CNC to actually make a plug to go into the output jack hole that was cut, and you know, kudos to Ben's crew. They cut it for somebody doing a flat top PRS style, and of course I want to do a carved top, so that output jack hole is a little bit too high on the body we're about to go through. It is going to go through because I'm going to do the carve the way I want to do the carve, and I thought rather than trying to patch it and make it look like a mistake, let's accent it and make it look intentional. I hope this isn't too light in the camera, but I did draw a center line, and the center line is at the joint line of the body here. I made sure that when I set this neck and adjusted the pocket, that the center line that's up here at the nut, I don't know if that's off the screen or not, but that center line matches up with the center line of the fretboard at the end, and that matches up with the center line all the way down the body. I've quadruple checked that. That is probably the number one most important thing in building a guitar, is finding that center line and maintaining that center line all the way through the build. I know from having measured a ton of guitars over the years that typically the bass side on a Strat scale, which is 25.5 inches, is usually about 3/8 of an inch with 10 gauge strings on there, about 3/8 of an inch back, and the treble side, so the treble E is usually dead on the scale length at 10 gauge strings. So what I did was set this saddle where I want that to be. I want to give it a little bit of room forward, a little bit of room backwards. I also set this saddle at what I would say is the absolute furthest away it can get. We're 25-inch scale length on here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3/8 past, and that's where I want that side to be so that I have enough room to come up on it. I may move it back just a tick. And then on my treble side, I'm going to put the ruler right at 12.5. Sorry for the shaky. I'm going to let it drop in there. So that is where I want my bridge. This little trick can save you hours of frustration. Just take a piece of thread, put it where the nut would be, and then into the saddle, and take a look all up and down the fretboard, the edge of the fretboard there, and make sure that you're straight along the fretboard. perfectly centered over the top of those holes. So all the extra little work in layout is going to pay off when this guitar goes together. It's going to be just spot on. The last little maneuver we're going to do is drill through here to get a ground wire to the bridge. So we're just lining up the drill bit like that, and we'll come right in at that angle. We're right on the bottom of that, so I should be able to just drop a wire in there, fray it out, and push the stud down in. We'll be golden.
If you would like more guitar-related content, click that subscribe button. If you want to follow the rest of this build, click the playlist to the right. And as always, visit skyscraperguitars.com for guitar tools and accessories.